Well, hello! How are you guys? I feel like it's been a hot minute since I sat down to film a chit-chatty video for you guys, with you guys, and I've already uploaded a couple of videos since I returned from my break, but I haven't really been present here, and that is something that I want to correct today, because I don't just want to like move on without addressing certain things, especially because I feel like that there are certain things that will be changing here on this channel. If you have been present on this channel for a while and watching my videos for a while, then you probably know that 2025 was a very hard year for me. The whole year felt a little bit out of sync, especially starting in the summer, because something happened early summer that was kind of an avalanche for me, a slow cascade of moments that really made me reevaluate my life, and it just really changed how I felt about myself, how I saw myself, my life, and everyone and everything around me. And I don't want to sound dramatic, because I know that it sounds dramatic. I actually want it to sound poetic, but now that I'm saying out these things loud, I realize that I sound dramatic, and I don't want to, because there was absolutely no drama. If anything, what was so scary about the whole situation, that it was very quiet. It sneaked up on me very quietly, and then I just got into a state of perpetual sadness inside me, basically. That's how I could describe the whole situation. And I found that incredibly hard to handle. And I also felt a lot of guilt for not being able to handle it. And I often call this my East European heritage, because we East European people, the more I see of the world, the more I realize that we are incredibly tough. Every time when life gets hard, it's kind of like a suck it up, get up, keep walking, don't complain, just keep working, and it's gonna get better. And I'm actually really grateful for this mentality, because there are so many things in my life that I achieved and I will keep achieving because of this mentality, and I don't ever want to get rid of it. But also, on the other hand, it can result in like you not addressing problems, and ultimately you can get very disconnected and very lost in life, I feel. And that is exactly what happened to me. I took some time to reflect, especially towards the end of the year. Like, the end of the year is like reflection time basically for everybody, right? And it just hit me that I was really not happy with my life and where my life was going, and I was really disappointed in myself, and I felt really foolish. And I don't want to say these kind of negative things about myself. I don't like to call myself stupid or a fool, especially, you know, there is like that very famous quote that we need to stop blaming ourselves for not knowing what only life and only time can teach you. And I try to remind myself of that quote every single time when I lose compassion for myself. I needed to sit down and sit with myself and sit with my foolishness, basically, in order to repair everything. And instead of forcing myself to sit down and show up here, because obviously the struggle that you go through that shows up on camera, and I don't even really like to watch back some of my 2025 videos, because I know like how incredibly bad I felt in the background. So instead of forcing myself, I decided, you know, to take a little bit of break, to set back and reset. But now that spring is coming, or maybe I should say that spring is here, though it doesn't feel like that because it is like so incredibly cold outside. But now that spring is coming, I feel like that is just like a natural moment to also reset on this channel. I always find nature so inspiring. That is why I love to spend so much time in nature, and I love all seasons, but there is just something about spring that always gets me, because spring just shows me the incredible power of nature and the wisdom that we have in nature, how every single spring everything resets, and nature does it so quietly, so gracefully, and I wish I had the power to approach life with with this level of grace that is actually nature showing us. And now, after all of this reflection, I just want to tell you how I want to change things around here on this channel, on YouTube, going forward. And I feel like that the biggest thing I want to change here is to show you guys more real life. And in the past 3 years, I feel like when I showed up here, I was always very real and I was always very authentic, and that's not gonna change. What I am putting out here, that's not gonna change, but I want to change how I film my videos and how I upload my videos. My videos are insanely long, and honestly, that is what I like. I love filming long videos. I love editing them. I love filming, but what I really like is editing the video and making the thumbnail. I feel like that is an incredibly creative process, and also just like coming up with ideas for the videos. I absolutely love that. But again, I love being structured. I love being organized. So, you know, no surprise there. But I feel like that it doesn't necessarily work all the time, because sometimes I just want to show up here and I just say something to you guys. Like, for example, when I read a book that I really loved, I don't want to wait for a seasonal wrap-up to talk about it. I just want to pop in and I want to film a video. Or when I want to show you guys how, for example, one of my Saturdays or one of my Sundays look like. Or for example, what is my morning routine, how I read in the morning, how you can fit reading into your life even on days when you feel like you're super busy. Or when I get into something, like for example, right now I am going through a Jane Austen phase, and I want to talk about everything Jane Austen and how I rewatched all the different Jane Austen book adaptations, and I want to rank them, and I want to talk to you guys about different period dramas that are coming out in 2026 and the books that I want to read before those period dramas come out. I just want to sit down and talk to you guys about it. And I was actually inspired by Instagram, because I was watching my old Instagram highlights and how you can just, like, you know, pop on Instagram, whatever it is that you have on your mind, you can just say it, and you can have kind of like an instant connection and an instant communication with the people who are watching your videos. And basically, I think, or I hope, that the way I can achieve it is to actually film shorter videos. And I don't necessarily talk about shorts, though I wanna try filming a couple of shorts. I want to experiment with them, but it's not necessarily about that. I just wanna film shorter videos, like videos that are around 8 to 10 minutes long, and then maybe upload them more frequently. So it's not just like one video a week, but maybe like multiple shorter videos on the week. This is something that I need to figure out, and of course I welcome also your feedback. And maybe if I structure the channel this way, then you guys can also give me video ideas more frequently, easily, and I am just hoping that we can be in a more instant communication. Basically, that is what I am trying to achieve. And I've actually already started doing this. You might have noticed that I already uploaded a couple of shorter videos, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's a little bit of a challenge, because again, I just love long form content so much. I don't know what is wrong with me. Maybe I am just in love with my own voice and I just cannot keep yapping. I cannot quit chit-chatting. I don't know, but I am trying, and then hopefully we can get down to like that sweet 7-8 minute long video moment more frequently during the week. That's going to work for us all. That is what I'm hoping for. So yeah, this is basically the little spring reset for this channel, and I hope that I will be able to do it. I will try my best to do it so you guys can see more casual videos and less polished videos and a less polished me. Also, last but not least, certainly not least, I just want to say a huge thank you for being here, especially if you are somebody who's watching this video and you have been here for the quieter months. Like, genuinely, I am saying such a big thank you to you, because I appreciate it more than you could imagine. And I hope that you will be here for whatever comes next. And with this being said, I love you guys, and I see you in the next video. Bye!